Welcome to Business as a Magical Practice, where your business is the vehicle for your self-integration and soul evolution. My name is Sam Garcia, and I'm the founder of Dirty Alchemy Digital Marketing. And I'll be guiding you through how you can use your business as a spiritual practice and what magical businesses are doing to hit their goals and change the world. Together, we'll be relating the mystical to the world of business so that our work can unite spirit and matter, shadow and light, conscious and unconscious. Let's dive in. Hey, welcome to our third very special episode, you guys. So we have been doing the Business as a Magical Practice podcast for over 6 months now, which is so mind-blowing and so fun. When I started this podcast, I had no idea where it would go. And it really does just blow my mind to think that we now have thousands of downloads and that so many of you come here to tune in every week. And I just love that there are so many of you out there using your magical businesses to change the world. We're like one big, beautiful, magical community of people. And it's so cool having this chance to connect with you through this platform. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And for everyone new here, very special episodes are where we deviate a little from what we usually talk about. We're still talking about spirituality and entrepreneurship and how to use your business as a magical practice. Duh. But with a fun turn from our standard teachings and interviews, we do Q&As, behind the scenes, what I'm loving right now, basically whatever you have requested to hear about, or whatever just delights me to talk about. So starting with things that I have been loving right now. So this first one, I actually haven't talked about much except for like a few people in my close circle, which is so funny to me because it is my favorite purchase from 2020. And this is a robot vacuum. So on Black Friday last year, I ended up buying Eufy. We lovingly call him or her our third pet, or fourth pet, depending if we count the cat or not as a pet. And it is a little robot vacuum. Got it for $100 on Black Friday. And it was my favorite purchase for 2020 because, as I've expressed quite a few times on this podcast, I would not consider myself a clean person or a neat person. And I love running my business. I love what I do. I love learning like a lot of like mental magical stuff. And that doesn't include cleaning. So my husband shockingly doesn't care at all. I mean, he cares, but like he's fine with it. He loves me. But I do appreciate a clean space. I just can't maintain it for whatever reason. So I got this robot vacuum and it makes such a big difference. I'm going to link to it in the show notes. Just got it off of Amazon. I know like not the best company to support by any means, but just so you can see what I got and you just run it every single day. And it's a joy every day to like open up the little filter thing, and see like what it cleaned off the floor because I have 2 dogs and I have a very dirty farmer husband. And it's just such a dream just being like, yes, you just cleaned up all of these things off the floor and I didn't have to do a single thing. So love Eufy. So the second thing that I'm loving right now is Amanda Francis's Rich as Fuck book, which has such a great title. The subtitle is More Money Than You Know What to Do With. So good. Love me a good title. So I actually read this book as part of her book club last year when she was actually writing it. Like every few weeks she would put out a new chapter and you could just join the club and get the chapters as they actually came out. And I had a very magical experience with it in that like I went into it thinking like choosing, this is what I do with every program or anything I join is like, I'm choosing that this is something that will change my life drastically. I'm committed to the work and I'm committed to seeing results. And So I read every chapter very religiously, and I did all of the journaling exercises at the end of each chapter wholeheartedly. And during this process, I got a $30,000 unexpected check in the mail from an uncle that I haven't talked to in a decade. So if you follow any of Amanda's work, you see in her stories that this is actually a very, very common thing in her communities, or people who participate in her programs or read her work, or just like are intimate with her work. And that is unexpected checks in the mail, money coming from crazy places, and also, of course, creating stable income streams. All of that is very common for the people. And it was just like this super out of the blue thing that happened, totally random as fuck. So I also got like 3 client referrals that turned into booking clients during, like, this all happened in like a few weeks of starting to read her book. So, I mean, I can't obviously promise those results for you, but I mean, it's just a book on Amazon that you can order right now, and definitely recommend it. I think the big bonus of her, right, like I really enjoy reading her work and listening to her talk, because her approach is super feminine, amazing for women business owners creating businesses and making decisions based off of desires, versus the right or standard or even rational way of doing business. So that's my second plug, is her Amanda Francis's book, Rich as Fuck. You can just get it on Amazon. We will link to it in the show notes. So go binge it. It's a quick and fun read, and obviously it is worth it. So third thing that I'm loving right now is prepping for the Alchemical Business Intensive. So it has been so much fun. We're starting it in March, and we're buying gifts for everyone. And you know, when you fall in love with someone and you just can't stop thinking about them? And even when you're hanging out with your friends or doing other things, all you really want to do is be back with that person. That's how I feel about this program. I keep looking back at the sales page and just feeling so excited for the 10 women who are going to begin this journey with me in March. And I just can't wait to see the impact that they're going to be having on the world, and the impact that they're going to be creating in their lives, and in their families. And it just feels so good and so powerful and so juicy to be reading through the applications that have been rolling in and feeling so connected to these women and their magical and spiritual businesses already. So I can't wait to like actually start with them, but the preparation in and of itself is so fun. So, if you didn't listen to last week's episode where we kind of went a little more in deep of that program, it is open for application now. We're still accepting women in. It caps out at 10. So if you want to become a part of this program, you can learn more about it at our website at thedirtyalchemy.com, and just clicking the mastermind link from the menu, or going to thedirtyalchemy.com/ABI. Of course, it'll also be in the show notes. Now, so those are things I'm loving now. So let's look at some of the questions that I've gotten from you recently. So a lot of these questions came in from our Facebook group that we've started over the last couple months, which is Business as a Magical Practice, the Facebook group. You can just find it on Facebook by searching that, or on Instagram at The Dirty Alchemy. And so if you want to ask me questions for the next very special episode, which will be episode 44, you can post them in the Facebook group or DM them on Instagram. And so the very first question that came in was, what should I do if one of my previous offerings doesn't resonate with me anymore? But I know that I could continue helping other people. It could continue helping other people. So this is a personal question to sit with and commune with the soul of your business on. Go back to episode 24 if you don't know what I'm talking about with communing with the soul of your business, because there's a good short meditation in there, guided meditation, where I walk you through the process of like making that first connection with the soul of your business. So powerful. Recommended for everyone to do. But there are a few different directions in terms of, okay, I have an offering, but I don't necessarily connect with it anymore. First one is you can kill it. You can kill the offer. If you think your business is going in a different direction and it no longer serves you or serves your business, you can kill it. go through the grieving process of allowing it to leave. You can make a fun thing about it where it's like a flash sale of the program and telling people that it's going away, never to be sold again because of the change in direction of your business, and have a nice little influx of cash coming in as you do that little flash sale for it. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. That's one way to go about it. And the other way is you can create a evergreen funnel around it so that your website is selling it for you. If it like still does apply to your business and you want to keep it in, and it does make sense with your business, but you just don't want to do anything about it, you can create that funnel, whether it is content marketing with blogs or podcasts that are pointing to the sales page, and they can join anytime. But one thing with that is passive income is never really truly passive income with online businesses. Evergreen courses, evergreen funnels, there's always tweaks and stuff that you're making to it. There will be a customer service element to it, obviously. So if you're just like done with it, I don't want to spend any attention to it, I would just like let it go. Just let it go. Otherwise, there will be like a little bit of maintenance in there and creating that evergreen funnel that can be selling it for you all of the time. I do recommend, like, again, we've talked about this before, that the less offers you have, the better, in my opinion, particularly when you're starting out and like starting off with this really like, this is what I'm going to do. This is where I see my business going in the next few years. These offers, or this one offer, is feeding that future vision of my business, feeding that future version of my business. Question number 3 has to do with this. I'll circle back to this point in a little bit. First, we're going to go to question 2, which is, should I pay for a tool to get followers on Instagram? If so, which is the best one? This is a fun one because it's really triggering for people. Some people think it's icky to use AI to engage with other accounts, but I really just think of it as additional ways to be seen as a business. So if you've never looked at growth tools, you can buy followers on Instagram, which obviously, like, don't recommend that. That's a waste. They're usually just fake accounts. But growth tools can actually serve you in your business, because what it's doing is it's pretty much artificial intelligence software that is going and engaging with targeted accounts. So it could, for some of them, it is following accounts that are in your demographic, and they might follow you, they might not. And if they don't follow you, then the AI will unfollow them. Other ones, it's actually going and liking comments, or it is going and watching, quote unquote, watching Instagram stories on other accounts, so that you're just putting your name, your profile in front of other businesses or in front of other people that might be interested in you. I personally don't have a problem with it. I know that some people do, and they feel weird, like, oh my gosh, I put so much time into it, and all it is I didn't even realize that AI people are liking my posts. It's not even real people liking my posts. So you feel into that one. I have played around with a few. I haven't found a crazy good one, but I can tell you my experience with the few that I've played around with. So the first one I tried was Kicksta, and it's actually the one that I think is the best from the ones I've played around with. The growth is very slow. If you're not getting like thousands of followers or even hundreds of followers over the course of a month, but the followers that came from that one felt real. They were real accounts, but they're also like, okay, for me, it was like, oh, only women and only spiritual businesses. It felt really targeted. So that was Kicksta. I tried Nitrio. I wouldn't recommend it. You get faster followers, but you can't actually target by gender, which is important for me. I know for other people it's not important. And I got a bunch of like weird ass DMs from like dudes in other countries of like, hey, I was like, man, this is not what I was seeking. And then the most recent one I've been playing with is Social Meep. It's only been like a week or two that I've been playing with it, so I don't have a really strong opinion yet. It's shockingly fast, the amount of followers. I can't tell if they're quality or not yet. I'll keep you posted. One of the things that made me interested in trying it was like on their homepage, it's like clear that Marie Forleo uses this app because there's a testimonial on the page. that she uses it. So I was like, okay, if Marie Forleo is fine with using this thing, then it can't be all bullshit. So that's Social Meet. In terms of whether you want to be doing it or not, one of my clients has been wanting to get over the 10K followers mark for months, and she's just been hanging out in the 9,500 range. So close. And she just really wanted to get over that edge to get to that 10,000 followers to unlock Instagram's special features like the swipe up feature. So I turned her on to Social Meet, and within a few days, she was over the 10,000 follower mark. Like that's a case where like that might make a lot of sense for you, where you're like, I just want to unlock this fucking feature quickly so I can better serve the followers and the audience that I do have. So maybe you want to think about that. But of course, we're always paying attention to actual important metrics, which is revenue and impact, of course. Not followers. Like followers, even engagement is their vanity metrics. They don't necessarily equal a successful business. But that doesn't mean you can't want it, and there's nothing wrong with wanting it. You can totally desire having a larger following, a larger audience, but do not mistake that for meaning you're going to have more revenue or a more successful business. They're not dependent on each other. You look at the background of influencers, and they like with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of followers, and they might not be making any money. So don't be attached to that. But ultimately, if you want more followers and you see that these growth tools can help you with that and just being okay with that, then that's beautiful. Make that decision. It can totally serve you in that way. So on to question number 3. How many offerings should my business provide to my audience? I have so many ideas for great programs, and I don't know where to start. So judging by this question, this is clearly someone who doesn't really have like any offerings or much of a business yet at all. And they have a bunch of ideas in their head. So they're saying, I don't know where to start. That's what I'm judging this as. Ultimately, you do get to make this decision. But if you are just starting out, like, please just choose one offer and go hard on it and like commit to it, commit to learning how to sell it, commit to learning how to market it, commit to fully understanding the power and transformation it provides and tuning into that. Like, do that for 90 days. Like, not just 1 week, try and sell it for 1 week and get frustrated or feel like a failure and move on. No, like, commit to it for 90 days and like trying to sell that offer or market that offer before moving on. But if this is a more established business and you're asking about how many offerings should I do, you will have different people interested in working with you on different levels. Like some people will only read a book, really. Some people only really want to join a low ticket program. Some people only want more high-end masterminds where they get the interaction, they get the community, they get time with you. Some people will only work with you on super high ticket one-on-one levels. Like they don't have time or interest in going through a course or training. So being able to fill all of those up, but that is not a decision from the beginning, right? If you're just starting out and you're just getting to a point, or like you're not even to a point of sufficiency in your business where you can pay for your own bills through your business, or you can pay for your business's bills from your business, then just focus on one. I recommend one-on-one services or coaching or whatever you're doing and move on. Once that is like, you can get to sufficiency or well beyond sufficiency with just that. So if you can get good at that and move on from there, that is a great way to go about it. But you can think of it like the classic like ascension model in a business is you have people at an entry level, and this is built out over time for more established businesses. Don't map this out when you're just getting into business because you still need to figure out who you enjoy serving. because you might have an idea in your head, but then you actually get to like start working with people and it completely changes. Who do you love serving? How do you love serving them? What is your intellectual property, your unique spin on things? You're not going to know that until you work with a ton of people. Sorry. But again, tuning back into more established businesses, creating this ascension ladder where someone can enter into learning about you through a blog or a podcast and these free offerings, and then move on to more low end few $100 programs, then moving into a $1,000, a few $1,000s program, whether that is an evergreen one or there is a live element to it, then moving on to a more higher end mastermind with you, then moving on to like the more one-on-one things. Some people will only buy really cheap stuff from you, right? And some people will meet you, and on the very first day of learning from you, they get the transmission and they want to pay you $20,000. You don't really know, because it really depends on the person and what they want to take on and how they want to interact with you and how they best learn. So I hope that answers the question. I'm a fan of less than more offers. You can think of each offer as its own business, because you have to put the energy into marketing it and getting the messaging down and getting a sales process and systems in place. So if you really focus your energy one at a time and just keep building over time the offerings in your business, or just stick to one or two, or stick to 3-ish offers in your business and just getting really, really good and making them more and more efficient. And I mean, that's really what the Alchemical Business Intensive is about. Like, for the 90 days, you're going to be focusing on one offer until it's, you have all of the systems in place, you have it booked as much as you want it to, and really committing to that, because it focusing your attention as humans with our human brain, with all of our powerful energy and magic, focusing that onto one thing to get a desired end result is really how we can see massive, massive, massive change within ourselves, within our business. So, just circling back on this a little bit more, going back to this, you can create a product suite for your business, which is just a suite of products that are complementary. They're not competing with one another, but they're serving either different people or different experience levels or different intensity. So they're all working complementary. That's called a product suite. But you don't really want to disperse your energy, because with each offer and new program and new whatever, you're dispersing your energy, and we really want to focus it. And this is actually why many people recommend niching down at the beginning of your business, choosing a very specific niche, and that can actually like really fuck people up or really send them into overwhelm because they're afraid of committing to a niche. But there is benefit in actually choosing a niche and committing to it and building up reputation within your business around this either vertical or horizontal niche. Vertical, like you do one thing. You're the person who does astrology for horses. I don't know. Or you're the person who does like a very specific, like the horse being vertical niche. Or you could be the person who does this like a very specific kind of astrology for everyone and anyone. So that's kind of two different ways of niching. But it is easier to gain traction by niching down a lot, because you become the household name in that area. And then once you get to a certain level of success and overflow within your business, then you can actually start expanding and start broadening and start being less niche, start being more open. But it's harder to gain traction in the beginning unless you are being more specific. So, by the way, you might have seen me talking about this on Instagram. I've been setting an intention to do live stories there every day, and actually doing trainings in Instagram stories every single day, where I'm talking about how to scale your business and create magnetic marketing that feels like a work of art and an outpouring of your soul. There's a lot of good information on there if you're looking for a place to start, or just to go deeper into all of these subjects. And if you have been watching my stories, you know that a part of the Alchemical Business Intensive is actually about getting crystal clear on your online offerings, what transformation it provides your audience, and how you can make it incredibly potent so that you're creating a huge impact on the world. Again, link in bio for that. Application period is open, or go to thedirtyalchemy.com/ABI. If you're accepted, we're going on a 13-week adventure together. And that is where I will be sharing everything I've learned from helping multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses launch and scale and build externalized energies, build teams. So that is all happening in this community group setting. So if you're tired of just shooting around in the dark, trying to piece together what works best, or listening to podcasts like this, hoping to have an epiphany, or just focusing on mindset and magic without tapping into proven strategies, maybe it's time to give yourself the gift of having a marketing expert tell you exactly how to potent programs that can completely up-level your business, because I promise you will build a solid foundation for a scalable online business during this program. So, moving on. Question number 4 is, how do I know if my business is in the right place for the Alchemical Business Intensive? I'm a mid-6 figures business owner, and my team is just me and a virtual assistant. Yes. This is a perfect place to come into the Alchemical Business Intensive, because you are at a place where you have the funds to scale. If you're at 6 figures in annual revenue, or at multiple 6 figures in annual revenue, you do have those funds to scale, to build a team, to spend on advertising. You just need the support and guidance on stepping into that CEO role and the nuts and bolts of the systems. Of course, the very minimum requirement for the Alchemical Business Intensive is that you have an offer that you love and that you have already sold to people. So this is not just like an offer you have in your head that you're trying to birth out into the world. It's like, no, you either have a service or a program that is already in the world that you just want to launch on a bigger scale, or get more people into, or create these funnels and systems and operations so that it's less and less of a toll on you. Instead, you're relying on your business to do the work for you. And you're just showing up at your highest capacity as this visionary CEO, as this creatrix. So if you don't have a business, or you don't have an offer, or you haven't sold anything in your business, this program isn't for you. You'll be better served in a more beginner course that's just teaching how to get started online, or how to sell. So important, learning how to sell. Such a great skill set to really be cultivating and getting comfortable with, and realizing that selling is sacred. Selling is serving, right? Because your programs are incredibly transformational, and by you not doing your best to market them, to sell them, to get them into the hands of the people who need them, then you are withholding them from the world. You're preventing people from having transformation, and you really need to get over your bullshit around sales and selling and money so that you can change the world. Okay? Also, this is for women selling services or online programs. So coaches, astrologers, web designers, or other online service providers, and people leading memberships, online courses, trainings, masterminds. So this is not for local businesses or e-commerce stores that focus on serving a small geographic location in person or that sell physical products. Like, not my expertise. There are programs for that can really help you with that. This is not the program for that. If you're transitioning from one-on-one to online programs, this is perfect for you. If you have launched before and you want it to make it bigger without hustling or burning out, this is perfect for you. If you love your offer and want to get it to way more people, this is perfect for you. And just so you know, the first few people who apply and are accepted into the program will get a marketing strategy session with me, which is a one-on-one meeting that lasts for a few hours, where we dig into your marketing and business strategy before the Alchemical Business Intensive even begins. So you'll actually be able to start implementing things immediately. So that's really my thank you for you being one of the first women to join this container and for taking the chance to infinitely scale your business and letting me be your guide on this leg of your journey. So if you want to take advantage of this special bonus offer, all you have to do is go to thedirtyalchemy.com/ABI, link in the show notes. We've said this a few times now. And apply to the program. Then we'll have a one-on-one call to see if it's a mutual fit. And if it seems like a great fit for both of us, we can go ahead and start digging into your business and marketing plans and see what you can work on. And that is all that we have for the week, my friends. If you want to see more of what we're up to and planning, or just in general about the Alchemical Business Intensive, about marketing, about business as a magical practice, head on over to @TheDirtyAlchemy on Instagram. And it is no joke that I'm dropping wisdom in Instagram stories. I'm committed to giving transformational business lessons there most days in February. You can watch all of those, the replays or the past ones that I've been doing for the last few weeks on the ABI and ABI2 highlights on the Instagram on my Instagram profile. Feel free to comment that you came from the pod, because I just love engaging with you guys and having the chance to learn more about you and your badass business. Congratulations to us all for hitting episode 33, hitting 6 months together. It is so fun. I'm so grateful to you. And until next week.